Magic 89.9.
Chaperone and the Giver on today's best music, Magic 89.9. Good evening, Metro Manila. Welcome to Pets in the City. I'm Tia Ryan, your resident pet lover, here to bring you stories, updates, and everything in between about life with our furry companions.
And I'm Dog Coach Francis, here to share real-world advice on dog behavior, training, and how to build better habits with your pets.
So, you liking the new track of Chaperone, huh?
I love country music.
Country-ish, yes. I like it too. It's called The Giver, you guys. The Giver. Okay. Anyway, we're live on playback.tv/magic899, jam-packed Monday evening. We've got a virtual guest coming in a few. Mm-hmm. We also have our vet friends to talk about kennel cuff, and another fun guest later on. I somehow found a way to just, sort of tie up her specialty. Somehow with dogs. We have Ingrid.
Looking forward to that.
Ingrid Pagolayan. She's a color analyst, a certified image consultant, color analyst.
Color analyst.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting and very serious.
And we have so many more updates later on.
All right.
And, of course, more of today's best music. So, this is
Pets in the City, right here on Magic 89.9.
Back to more of today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Smoke the Pain Away, Calvin Harris. I wonder what smoking. Wow, Calvin.
What kind of smoke you smoke?
What are we talking about here? 6:13 on the show. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And I'm just excited because our very special guest tonight, he's kind enough to spare us a few minutes of his time because he's not from here, Coach. He's in Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yes, he's in Melbourne. But before that, talking about, we're waiting for him on Zoom. I think he's in the waiting room, but I just wanted to briefly give you guys really good news, and I wish all countries or all airlines would follow suit. Okay? Did you know that Italy will no longer allow dogs to be carried in the hold of an airplane? From now on, all dogs must come into the cabin with their owners, regardless of size.
Oh, wow. But do you have to pay for the seat, though?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
So that's how it should be done everywhere, And I know there was a company this couple started this company that makes like really safe carriers. Right. For dogs because of that incident that happened. Like, I guess one of the dogs got, sadly passed away in the cabin. Not in the cabin, but where they keep where the luggage
cargo.
The cargo. Because there's two kinds, right? Cargo right. For the luggages, and there's like a temperature controlled cargo, something like that. But yeah, so anyway.
Well, it just takes one airline and another, and who knows, at any moment, maybe our friends from our local airline would probably decide, you know what, people are actually willing to pay premium for that.
Of course. If I had the money,
I would pay premium to that.
You see Mariah Carey travels with her Jack Russell Terrier in a private plane.
Yeah.
Speaking of another airline, Delta, there's a Delta airline flight from Detroit to LA, made an unexpected stop in Minneapolis, not for weather or fuel, Coach, but to save a sick dog's life.
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Yes. So well done.
So roughly an hour into the journey, on May 27th, a pet traveling in the cabin became noticeably unwell. So the flight attendants issued an onboard call for a vet and found one.
Oh.
So, long story short, happy ending. They
turn around.
To save the pet's life.
Well, kudos to all the other passengers because we don't know their circumstance, right? Maybe they have a travel and they got delayed a little bit, pero because they're trying to save one life. So kudos to everybody on that airline on that flight.
Yes, that's right.
Yep.
So, and I wonder if our very special guest, is he ready, Direct, is he there? Okay,
while we're waiting, Tina, let's do one of our segments.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm clearing
so,
my throat.
So we are going to do just like last episode. We're going to do our breed battle dog off. Okay.
Okay.
So for this show, we're going to have a head-to-head comparison of two dog breeds based on traits, behavior, and real life scenarios.
Okay.
So last time I think we had the golden retriever versus the Labrador in a swimming contest, and the Labrador won. Okay. So for this episode of Pets in the City, we're going to pit
Whatever you know. Okay, let's see.
two working dogs, Tina. Okay. So it's a high stakes mission on who's
Oh
going
my
to be the top
gosh.
dog when it comes to protecting the perimeter and chasing down a criminal.
Okay, so we're talking about Belgian Malinois
Yes.
and a German Shepherd.
Belgian Malinois are known to be fast,
And can I-
focused, and fierce. On the other hand, German Shepherds are
They are strong, strategic, and deeply loyal. And I thought they were one and the same dog before.
all right. So
I
here's the scenario, Tina.
Okay.
What's the scenario?
It's 3 a.m. A secure compound perimeter has been breached. I think the dog ranch. Might be the dog ranch
Sige,
in
sige,
the
sige. I like that.
The intruder is fast, unpredictable, and slipping through tight spaces. Let's release the hounds.
All right. So make a guess. Okay. Who do you think will have the upper hand in terms of trying to track down and get hold of the criminal? All right. So is it the Belgian Malinois
Okay.
or the German Shepherd? So we'll give you more details later on the show. So please cast in your votes. Who do you think will win? Is it the German Shepherd or the Belgian Malinois? And we actually,
I don't know.
do we have a guess already, or do we just?
Derek, where is he? I'm so excited. But while we're waiting for him to appear virtually on Zoom, let's say hi to Doc Nico.
Hi, Doc Nico. Welcome
Doc
back
Nico is
to the
here
show.
to talk about kennel cough. Say hi muna, Doc.
Hello, everyone. Good
There you go. There you go. Okay, Doc Nico, you stick around. Stay there because, hold on, stream deck. Is it
Yeah.
stream?
Pag-isipan mo muna, Doc Nico, sino mananalo? Is it the Belgian Malinois or the German Shepherd?
Let's see first. Colin, can you hear us? Okay. I think you're on mute. Colin, say something.
What about now?
There you go. Okay, wait.
Welcome to the show, Pets in the City.
Hi, Colin.
Hello, Tina. Hi, Francis.
Hello.
Dog Coach Francis, Doc Nico. I have a vet with me. And hi, Mark. Okay, Colin is being joined by his partner, Mark. Hi, guys, all the way in Melbourne. Okay, for those of you, can I just brag?
Go ahead.
I just want to brag, right? Because this friend of mine, he is like the founder of Never Too Small, which is a YouTube channel, has 4 million following. And there is Hero right there. They're Japanese Spitz.
Sure.
Colin and I met at the. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. Direct said something. What was that, Direct?
The bed. I think you have to lower the
Oh,
volume.
yeah. Sorry. Okay, Direct, sorry. Colin and I met at the Asia Real Estate Summit, which I have been hosting in Bangkok for the past 5 years. And he was given a Visionary Award.
A visionary award.
Was that 2 years ago, Colin?
Yeah.
Oh,
Years ago now.
2 years ago. Okay. What time is it in Melbourne? Melbourne. Say it right, guys.
It's 8:20.
There you go.
8:20 p.m.
8:20.
Or is it in the morning?
PM.
No.
PM. Okay.
PM. Okay. Here we go. So Colin he specializes in small space. I mean, like, if you have any questions regarding, I don't know, what to do with your small space. I mean, the guys have Never Too Small. They're the go-tos. Okay. So, but right now we are going to talk about his love for pets. And my first question, Colin. Well, why don't you say hi first to the Manila audience? Listeners.
Hi, Martha. How are you guys doing?
There you go, Colin. If your pet had its own condo unit, what would be the must-have feature?
I think the must-have for Shiro should be the dehydrator for his chicken treats, because I I think he would have the whole wall of dehydrators so he can make a lot of chicken treats by himself.
They make their own treats. Mark, is it really mostly Mark who makes it, right?
Now it's me.
Oh, is it
sometimes-
you?
That's both of us. Hey,
Team effort.
both
Team
love
effort.
Shiro.
Okay. So I have that at the dog ranch, so I'm good. What's
Oh my
next?
gosh, you should see your dehydrator. It's so compact. It's so tiny.
Is
Like,
it? I think
yeah.
I have the bigger one. I'm actually looking forward to purchasing a bigger dehydrator just because we have enough pets. But I like that idea. Okay.
But
So
like
dehydrator.
let's go a little further back. Colin, let's talk about the YouTube channel first and how you incorporated Shiro with the entire the channel and your just love for small designs.
Yeah, we both live in a 40 square meter studio apartment in Melbourne. So there's, if you want to measure like a car park, we probably say 4 or 5 car park sizes. And so Shiro is quite a tiny dog. Luckily, he's more behaved like a cat, really. So we don't have any problem living in small apartment together. And then we both cook for him. We both walk him twice a day. So he's a pretty spoiled dog, really. He's our baby, basically.
Yeah.
So I guess that answers the second question: who rules the house?
Well, clearly.
Clearly,
40
Shiro.
square meter.
That's the
Yeah.
one that I've been to, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
And it's situated, Doc Nico, in the most awesome part of Melbourne. It's downtown, right?
We're right in the center. So if you want to measure the distance from Manila to Melbourne, we are right in the middle.
So what can you actually fit in a 40 square meter condo unit?
A lot if you know
A
how to
lot of
design it
them.
properly.
Like, how does it work? I'm just curious. Like, okay, the dog ranch is around 2,700 to 3,000 square meter in total, which is not too much in my standard. But I would like to maximize the rooms and the VIP areas of my dog. So, what do I do to maximize like 40 square meters?
Well, you can give me a call afterwards because I can tell you.
He does not do free consultation on air.
I'm guessing that.
Now, city pets can be a little extra, Colin, Mark. What's the most spoiled thing your pet has or does? Like Shira, what's the most spoiled thing?
The most spoiled thing.
I think he get access to every corner of the house. He can be. He's allowed on the bed. He's on the couch, and he get 2 walks a day, sometimes 3 times a day.
Yeah, he gets his weekly croissant from Victoria Market. That's pretty spoiled. $7-8.
Oh my gosh. What?
And he's only into expensive croissant as well. Sometimes I buy him the cheap one. He wouldn't eat it.
Oh my God.
What was that?
They only buy the expensive kind of croissant. Otherwise, Shira won't eat it.
Yeah, my dogs only eat pandesal. I'm sorry. So.
Wait, I think I brought. Did I bring you pandesal when I went to? I did I?
Yes, you did. Yes.
I did. I made. Yeah, I
Give me a
brought
little gift bag.
Okay.
a Filipino goodies, including pandesal.
Awesome.
Okay. You talk a lot about living smart in small spaces. What's one pet item you thought would be essential but ended up being totally useless?
Well, when we first got him, we got him like a little dog bed, and then we got it from the shop, and then we thought he gonna, a little safe haven for him. Ended up he never used it. We use it to store his soft toys instead, and after like a year or so, we just get rid of it.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
give you tips. Okay, how to make a dog use a dog bed.
Really?
Use it first.
You?
Like the humans need to use it first.
Oh, so like our
Oh, we're
scent.
gonna use it best.
Like use it like a pillow. Let your sweat rub on it. Right. Use it on top of your bed or until the scent transfers, and then give it to your dog. At some point, they would associate that. Oh, I love this bed because it has my human scent in it.
I never
Yeah.
thought about that.
Right.
I will try that too.
So you can try that. Anybody also listening on playback, and also if you're driving, if you're thinking of getting a dog bed, try that.
Mom.
Sometimes when we go travel, right, I would give my friend, we will let Shiro stay with our friends, and then we will give our friends one of Mark's t-shirt, so he can have Mark's smell.
Yeah, or maybe your pillow.
Yeah, or the t-shirt.
Yeah, shirts will do.
Yeah.
What's your ultimate space saving hack for pet owners living in condos or apartments?
We don't have any particular space saving tips for pets, but we don't have any litter for Shiro. Instead, when he was a puppy, we taught him to use the shower as his pee area.
Uh-huh.
It's easier because we live in a condo. We don't have to take him out all the time at night to pee. So whenever he wants, he can pee there. And then we got a little mat for him to wipe his feet. Mm-hmm. And also we wash his feet every time he has to walk because we live in a small apartment. He get to jump on our couch, our bed. So it's nice to have clean feet puppies,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would be a good workaround. Use a shower if you live in a condo, right? But how'd you teach, like, to use the
Shiro.
shower? Yeah, teach Shiro to actually go to the shower.
The shower
How'd
area
you
for
do it?
pee-pee. You mean-
Yeah, I think the first week or first month we got the crate inside the shower.
Oh.
He sleeps in the crate in the shower. And then afterwards, he just, pee
Comes
and
out.
poop in that area. So after that, we just encourage him every time at night before going to bed. We would get him to go around and have a little wee before we go to bed.
Wow.
And train it.
All right, use a crate inside the shower. That would be a great tip. I've never tried it, but
me
I will try it with one of my students.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about that too.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Like 15 years of training dogs, and first time I've heard, like, put your crate inside the shower.
Right? You should try that.
I will.
Would you rather clean a litter box for a month or give up your couch to your pet forever? Mark,
You want to answer?
Sorry, what was the question?
would you rather clean a litter box for a month or give up your couch to your pet forever?
I have no problem. We have no problem sharing our couch with Shiro. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think any space that's ours is also his. So yeah, we happily share.
And you guys think Covey's spoiled.
Yeah, Shiro is a Japanese Spitz, right?
How old
Yeah,
Shiro?
yeah.
How old Shiro again?
So I'm
He's
now
10 this year.
5.
5.
So
10.
Oh, 10. Oh, wow. Okay, 10. Like
What?
senior.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
He looks
Okay.
like a baby.
He's
So-
still a baby.
He is.
Remind me again, does Japanese Spitz shed or like do they have
yes,
fur
like a
or hair?
snowstorm.
Yeah.
Like a snowstorm.
Oh, there you go. There
So,
you go.
in a way, when we choose our garments, we have to choose Shiro-friendly T-shirts and things.
See?
So it changed the way we dress. That's why.
Yeah.
And but then you think about it, they're only here for a few years each pets, and then they should live their full life. And a bit of shedding, what's the problem? That's no big deal for us.
Yeah.
Right.
The happiness they bring, is so much worthwhile than a few shades.
All right. Wow. It sounds like aside from designing a small space to be dog friendly, you're also designing your life and even the wardrobe. So everything is put in together.
And
Yeah.
I feel like some people who actually get pets refuse to adjust their lifestyle, which I feel personally, hearing that from our guests, Colin and Mark, they're not able to understand or comprehend like we do. So we should do the adjustments,
Right.
But yeah, some people they don't really like that thing. So
Well, we can't change his fur, but we can change our shirt. So
I love that.
the options, really.
Wow, I like that.
Uh-huh.
I like that. See, that's the love of the love of for a pet that we should all have.
Well, I'm really interested with the design,
Yeah.
right? Because how do we incorporate that with our pets? Yeah.
Now, what advice would you guys give to first-time pet owners who feel like their space is too small for a furry friend?
I would say get the right breed. Don't get a working breed dog. So because they need much more space to run around and spend their energy. But we got Shiro. Shiro is more like a condo-friendly dog breed.
Who picked?
And,
I mean, like, who decided to get a Japanese Spitz out of so many breeds? Mark, have you always had Spitz?
No, I haven't. No, this is the first Japanese Spitz. I just saw him and thought so cute.
Okay.
You know, when he got a puppy, I was in Malaysia for holiday, and he sent me a picture. He said, "I'm getting this dog," and then he got that dog.
And you didn't. What was your reaction? Did you like say no or let's think about it?
No, we were looking for a dog for quite some time then, and then we couldn't find the right one. But then happened to be he's bumped into Shiro one day, and then he decided that's the puppy that we're gonna have. Yeah. And then I saw the picture, and then the first picture I got of Shiro is his face covered in poops. So when he was a puppy, we used to call him Poop Face.
Yeah.
He was tiny, very timid. And he's got two other brothers. They are very active. Shiro is actually an introvert dog. He behaves more like a cat, and that's his character. And it's nice to have a quiet dog, really.
Oh yeah.
And
What's next for Shiro on Never Too Small? Will he have like his own series, or are you gonna have like a series specially just for pets?
You know what, Tina? A couple years ago, we started a YouTube channel for Shiro called Dining with Shiro. So we would cook for Shiro, and then we film and edit on the weekend and put it on YouTube. And if you want to go, you can look out for Dining with Shiro, Shiro. And I think we did like 6 videos or something.
Yeah, it's good 6 episodes.
Yeah, good 6 episodes. And then I gave up because it just took up too much time to film and edit every day because my work is quite busy. Mark is really busy. And then, but we still cook for Shiro every week. We usually cook like a big pot of food.
Yeah.
And we would freeze some and then give the fresh one for him. So we prefer to cook for Shiro than feeding him dog food.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, like canned food, yeah.
Now, any words for the city folks who want to adopt but aren't sure if their lifestyle can handle it?
If you're not sure, don't get a dog until you're very sure. I think, I don't think because you're unsure you get a dog, it's not like getting a boyfriend or girlfriend. You can break up with them and then you can live independently. Dog only has
Tina.
I love it. So,
our dogs will only have us. They don't have other options, And if you want to commit 100%, only you get a dog, and then make sure that you have other supports around you that can help you when you're away, like family or friends. And it's good that you get to know a few dog owners, friends around your neighborhood, so you can go out for like a little dog picnic, play dates. Dog needs to have some friends too, so they should socialize with each other. And Shiro actually have a really best friend that he hangs out all the time, named Louis. He's a
King Charles Cavalier. Yeah.
Oh.
And obviously, we travel a lot. We need someone that we can trust and rely on to look after Shiro when we're away.
Of course, yeah.
He's really tired today because I took him to the office and he's been playing with other puppies. Our office got a new puppy, a puppy schnauzer. So that's why he's tired now.
Shiro, I will see you very soon. Mark, it's nice to see you. Colin, thank you so much for your time. What is in store for your YouTube channel, Never Too Small? And the books are out. There's 3 out already, right?
No, 2 books, and then we have magazines.
There you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our magazine's up to 3rd issues now. You can actually get it in Manila now, Tina.
Yay!
In a Spruce Gallery, shout out for,
Nice.
my friend at Spruce.
Okay, great. And for Never Too Small, what's up next? What's in store for the YouTube channel?
2026 is going to be a year of events for Never Too Small. So you might see me in Manila.
Well, we're trying to make that happen. We're really trying to make that happen.
Yeah.
Last words for our audience who have dogs or pets.
Last words. Love your dogs. They only have us. They don't have other options. So once you got them, look after them. If you have time, cook for them. Look for recipes online. There's lots of healthy recipes for your dog. And what else?
More walks.
More walks.
Yeah.
More walks, more treats.
Is it Italy
And-
or Switzerland that made a law? You're supposed to walk your dogs like once at least a day. There's a country that made a law.
Really? That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that and get back to you. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
we wouldn't get fined because Shiro got 2 or 3 walks a day. So
Thank you so
Lucky
much.
both of our
Thank
offices
you.
are dog friendly.
I'm sorry, Mark. You were saying something. What was that? What was
I
that?
was just saying, Shira's very lucky that both of our offices are dog friendly, so he's always out and about with us.
Yeah, that's good. Our building is not even pet friendly, but I manage to sneak in my dogs here from time to time until someone yells at me or
oh,
finds
you
us.
shouldn't say it here, Tina.
No, what Tina's trying to say is we're trying to campaign for the building to be pet friendly.
Yeah, let's just put it that way. So, guys, thank you so much for your time, and I
you.
will see you very, very soon. Give my love to Shiro, and thank you so much again. There you have it. Bye.
Thanks, Tina.
All the way
Bye-bye.
from Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, don't
and
forget.
before you play the next
Yeah.
music, Tina.
Bye.
The Spitz is actually a big family group, okay? So just a quick trivia.
What do you mean? Like,
I mean, when you say Spitz, okay, the Japanese Spitz is one thing, pero you also have the Kishon, which is a part of the Spitz family. You have the Chow Chow. You have the Pomeranian. These are Spitz as well.
what?
Yeah, usually
Wow.
in Tagalog, ito yung mga balbon na mga short yung fur nila. And then they have this
So-
common characteristic that they look like really cute foxes or wolves.
Didn't know that. Thank you.
So there you go. Just a few trivia about Spitz.
And coming up, more news from from the internet. And Doc Nico will be talking to us about kennel.
Magic 89.9.
Song called Cold.
Cold.
Tongue twister. For those who just tuned in, I got dog coach Francis with me. And my name is Tina Ryan. This is on Mondays, we talk about your love for pets here on the show. Coach, while waiting for our next guest, ito pa, more good news.
Good
More
news,
And I
news,
hope they
news.
follow it here. Kasi pag may sakuna or like mga bagyo, mga ganun, di ba, babaha ng bongga.
Right.
Tapos ano yung like the following day or maybe a day or two after yung pag wala na yung tubig. It's heartbreaking because madaming mga pinabayaang pets, particularly dogs na mga nakatali or
Okay.
naka-cage.
Uh-huh.
So did you know that Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida,
Florida what?
in USA,
Okay.
Florida,
Uh-huh.
he signed a bill. Two historic bills, Troopers Law and Dexter's Law. So Troopers Law bans leaving dogs tied up during hurricanes or emergencies, ensuring they aren't left behind in life-threatening conditions.
Right.
Dexter's Law increases penalties for animal cruelty and requires public posting of convicted abusers' names,
Oh, I like that.
helping prevent future harm and bringing transparency to justice.
Oh, dito kasi we
Diba?
cannot post it kasi we have the cyber libel, those kind of stuff, like tech, like data stuff.
Yeah, but then if that's gonna lessen animal
Discourage,
abuse,
right?
diba? Might as well somebody up there, isa sa mga mambabatas dapat grow the balls to make a law. Hi, Papa G Sauce.
Hello.
Hi, Christian, and hi, JP. And hold on. Everyone on playback, you guys are so sweet. Thank you all so much for listening. Chrissy Girl has something to say. Hi, Sieb. And Mrs. C, hold on. Meron tayong message, Coach, from Chrissy Girl. Yung BM namin friendly. LOL. May LOL.
Okay.
May naiwan na parcel yung pinsan ko sa terrace namin kasi wala tao. So pumasok na lang siya sa gate and tinignan lang daw siya. Then nung may repair sa bahay, sinasabayan niya magmerienda yung mga contractors.
You know what? Belgian Malinois can be like that if they don't think you're a threat.
Okay.
No,
But I've
tapos
seen crazy videos. I've seen crazy videos of Belgian Malinois, and I used to think they're so cute, but like now I'm kind of like, ooh, okay.
they are not the best dogs for a first-time pet parent.
Okay.
That's for sure. Okay, so they are highly specialized. They're very strong. Pero they're highly trainable, and they're highly loyal. That's just how Belgian Malinois are. Kaya nga sila yung favorite kadalasan in law enforcement, aside from the German Shepherd.
Hi, also to Enrix. You know, during Animal Con last year, I had a Belgian Malinois bite me.
And how was it?
I was wearing that thing, diba?
Yeah, the bite suit.
I wanted to freaking post that thing. They deleted the video. I'm like, what? Okay, yeah.
Baka sa susunod.
Hindi. Oo, masakit siya kahit may ano na.
I'll find my
protection.
friends. Gusto mong magpakagat ulit for pets in the city.
Really?
I'll
Okay.
find people na pwede. Okay, so volunteer. No, meron na tayong volunteer na dummy. Pero while we're waiting for the next guest, you know what? Let's go on to round 2
Sige.
for our
Battle of the breeds.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so yeah, speaking of Belgian Malinois, we're up in it against the German Shepherd. So doon naman tayo sa coach. Round 2, tactics and obedience under pressure. So what can you say about the Belgian Malinois?
Okay, when it comes to tactics and under pressure, okay, so the Belgian Malinois, while they are highly trainable and extremely responsive, okay, they need firm handling. Yan.
Oh.
And then they need that really experienced handler. Kasi nga, once they focus on something, yun na lang yun. Okay? So if they get distracted, they will really get distracted. Okay? For the German Shepherd, on the other hand, eto naman, you can actually see it in their eyes. This is a thinking dog. Okay? So when it comes to situations, it adapts. Okay? Tapos yung mga handlers nito or mga pet parents, these are ideal for people who need reliability and balanced judgment. That's how smart they are.
Any listeners out there with a German Shepherd, share your thoughts.
Oh, well, sino ba yung mga pro-German Shepherds and who's in pro-Belgian Malinois? But when it comes to tactics, this round will go to the German Shepherd.
Because they're a thinking dog.
They are actually among the top 10 smartest dog breed. Kaya ganun yun. So if you need problem solving na hindi dadaanin sa brute force, it's the German Shepherd. Pero brute force, brute agility, just like in round 1, the Malinois will really take the cake. All right.
So still coming up on the show, 7:15 here on Pets in the City, we have a certified image consultant and color analyst. We're going to find out which colors make your fur baby pop, why your dog may secretly hate that neon sweater. Who knows? How to avoid fashion crimes, even on 4 legs. You know, people nowadays, they go crazy dressing up their dogs. So I can't wait for our next guest to come in. Right now, more of today's best music.
Today's best music, Magic 89.
Magic 89.9.
Hearing songs like this one truly confirms that we do play today's best music. That's Devin Cole with Playhouse. 7:25 here on Pets in the City. Our beautiful guest is finally here. Hi, Ingrid. Say hello to everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Okay, Ingrid is a certified image consultant and color analyst. And I forgot the most important thing for her today,
Which is?
Coach. Which is to bring Pepper so she can color match us.
Sana pinadala mo na lang si Sarah sa akin.
Sayang, we were talking about it.
I know, I got so excited, but I know what it is. It's because I left the house too early. Like I brought my parents out to lunch, a lunch date. And
You can go back.
I didn't want to go back anymore, but Ingrid said that she can go by just looking at Pepper's pictures because she is, what color is Pepper? No, she's like super dark brown with shades of black and gray. So I'll show you.
Spots.
Papa Jesus, may nakita ako sa Facebook. Legit ba yun, Coach?
What?
Yung breed na Tiger Commando.
I know what a
Ay,
commando
Jesus!
is, but I don't know what it
Can you send it to me? Can you send me the link? Papa Jesus. Yeah,
is. That even a dog or is it like a tiger?
I don't know, but you know what? I did see on Instagram, and I'm not sure if it's real, but it's a video. Like this beautiful breed of dachshund na parang wire-haired na furry.
Okay.
Yeah, they're starting to breed like different types of dogs. And yeah, So, look at you as a dog trainer. Oh, okay.
I've never seen whatever dachshund you're...
Yeah, so I will show you in a bit.
Pero yung sinasabi kasi Papa Jesus na parang Tiger Commando, it should be parang brindle. Kasi there is like a color of a dog called brindle. Mukha silang parang tiger.
Okay.
Ganun yun. Na parang,
Tiger Commando.
Parang meron silang pattern.
Ingrid, do you have a pet? Do you have pets?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Yes, not at the moment for me and my husband because we're both very busy.
Yeah.
And as we know, having a pet, it's commitment.
Of
and
course.
if you cannot
Of course.
commit, if you're just that type of person, oh yeah, I just want to have a pet and then you leave them at home. Hindi naman
that's
pwedeng
cruel.
ganon, right? So,
Would you do that to your
yeah.
baby? I don't
No.
think you do that to your kids, right? And don't tell me aso lang yan. Oh,
Nay, nako.
don't even start with me.
Well, welcome to the show. You
Welcome
don't
to the
need
show.
to own a dog or a pet to be in Pets in the City because you can be a dog lover or an animal lover and still enjoy the show.
Or still love people with dogs. Like
Yes.
Ingrid loves me. So if you have any questions, you can go message us via playback or you can call us at 8631-0899. She is coming up right now. Before I take a quick break, there is a new song. Coach, you might like this track. Ingrid, check this out.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Jenny featuring Dua Lipa with Handlebars. 7:37 on the show. With us is Miss Ingrid Nieto Pagulayan. She is a certified image consultant and color analyst. And again, as mentioned earlier, I forgot to bring my props.
Which is...
Kasi naman, teens, no? I brought my tools.
Oh my gosh, she brought an entire bag and all. But this is very interesting. Kasi even there was a news that came out
Yes.
that pet fashion is the future. Just cause people bear less children now nowadays and choose dogs.
Okay.
Where do you see your career in this whole, scenario? Parang
rin
feeling
naman.
ko magbo-boom lalo. Kasi people
Yes.
are going crazy dressing up their dogs.
Yes. Siyempre, for me, for personal color analysis, as parang if we're gonna focus on it, it really caters more to the person, right? And then if we're gonna talk about how the dogs or the other pets come into the picture, it's mostly for the fur parent. Yes, because as I was telling you earlier, the way that people see color and perceive color is different from the pets.
They say kasi di ba parang colorblind daw yung mga aso.
Sabi nila, pero they could still see color limited lang.
Limited.
Not as hindi kasing dami as us humans.
By the way, I mean, hello, Ingrid sounds
I
fabulous.
concur.
Just because, Ingrid and I, no, Ingrid used to actually work for Mellow 947. That's how we met. So,
Yes.
Ingrid, how did you even get into this color analyst deal? Like
This thing, yes.
Yeah, like
So, I'm trying to I left radio
pandemic.
No, prior to the pandemic.
okay.
I left Mellow 2016.
Okay,
But after
okay.
that, I joined other stations. So I
Yeah.
explored other stations. But 2019 was when I started my career in image consulting and color consulting. So prior to the pandemic.
Wow.
There.
Okay.
So there, and it was an interest for me because I've always been in like personal development. I was a student at John Robert Powers, and I teach there now.
Wow.
So yeah, that industry,
Oh
it's
my.
image, personal development. So that's when I decided to study or take up further studies in image and color consulting.
Wow. Okay. So what is the first what's the first no sa image consulting?
Hindi naman, it depends kasi. When we talk about image consulting, it doesn't just focus on the appearance of the person. I always tell that it's multifaceted. So appearance, the way a person behaves, yan, communication.
Gosh.
Because it's so kulang if I just help a person with their appearance and their colors and that's it. No.
Tapos
It has
yung
to be-
magsasalita, di bagay
It
sa
has to be complete. Yan, communication, the way they behave. Meron ba silang manners? Do they know that they are so
Tina left the room.
professionalism?
Yeah.
Yung gano'n. So it's a whole package. Kasi hindi lang siya surface.
Oo.
So even we have to tie it in with their values.
Oo.
So all of that.
Oh
Yan,
my.
aspects yan of image consulting.
So it's actually the whole deal on how people will perceive you. So ibig sabihin, does it, since this is Pets in the City, so does it also give an impression depending on what dog you bring?
By the way, hi to Stephanie and Shally. Go ahead.
Hi. Yes, well, that's an interesting question. I don't really know kung kasi syempre it's a personal preference why they would pick that siguro that dog or
Yeah.
that pet, right? It doesn't mean naman that they pick a certain breed or they pick a certain dog because this is gonna be good for my image. Although maybe may mga ibang tao na ganon. But I think naman fur parents are more than that because they connect with the dog,
Right.
So it's more like hindi siya accessory lang. They really care for
Right. Kasi meron akong rule dati nun. If it's gonna be
Accessory lang talaga.
on the stage and performing, that was with me and Serena, which was my demo dog. Pero kung magpapapansin lang ako, I bring my Alaskan Malamute. Ang laki nun eh. Talagang you pop out. No? Parang kung gusto ko, kaya ngayon, yun,
Malaki siya talaga.
malaki
Yung
talaga.
breed.
No? Like sabi nga ng friend ko na breeder dati ng Alaskan Malamute, sabi niya, tinatanong niya sa akin, Coach, ano bang gusto mong aso? Yun pang show o pang show off?
depende rin sa di ba? So kung anong gusto nung fur parent yan. Di ba?
So, as a certified image consultant, if I were to show off a dog, what breed would I tingin bagay sa akin, Ingrid?
I'm not very knowledgeable. I'm sorry. I will tell you
Maybe
that
the
right
color
away.
of the dog.
Not very knowledgeable or I don't memorize all of the
breeds.
Actually, mas parang kayo ni Coach ang mas expert dyan sa dog breeds and even the cat breeds.
Okay, my question now. Give me one sec. I prepared questions for our
Like you
beautiful,
always do, Tina.
our beautiful guests. No? Minsan lang nandito yan, no?
Right.
Let's see. Okay, you said it already. How do animals perceive color compared to humans? Are there specific colors pets are more drawn to or they find calming?
Yes, ang pets mostly kasi they're dichromatic. So two colors.
Oh.
Blues and yellows. Mostly yan nakikita nila. Blues
Kaya
and
may
yellows. Blues, yellows, and grays.
Okay.
They're not very hindi visible yung red and green sa kanila that much. So it would appear as if gray siya pagka nakita nila. But blues and yellows they can perceive.
Wow. Okay. Can the color of a pet's accessories like bowls or beds, na-affect ba yung behavior nila or mood nila? What do you think?
It really depends. However, what's really more important is yung contrast. Like for example, you were talking about yung bowl, no? Dapat malocate nila yan kung sa floor, right? Pero if it's like in the same shade as the parang walang ganun, the contrast is important. Yun, dapat makita nila yung difference in the color.
So
yung
interesting. So interesting.
So kunwari, red yung bowl, hindi nga mapoperceive yun as red, but it might come off as gray. Depende na lang yan how bright the red is kasi it will register as parang yun na nga, gray siya. Is it a more intense gray, a lighter gray?
That's why tennis balls on green lawns is like almost
yellow
invisible.
Yeah, okay.
Diba?
But the tennis ball, diba, it's usually yellow. Yellow din.
Pag yellow,
Super
dapat
bright.
gano'n.
Super bright. Are there colors that we should avoid in spaces where our pets spend most of their time?
Mostly, I'd say more of the calmer blues. Yan, yung mga yellows.
Okay.
Neutrals are good. Nothing really, yun na nga, they can't perceive kasi mga reds tsaka greens rin naman.
Is there a recommended color palette for pet owners like us who want to hide fur or paw prints on furnitures or floors?
That's a good question.
Gusto ko yan para sa uniform namin.
That depends.
There you go.
Siyempre, that depends on the fur color of your pets.
Oh.
Siyempre, mas maganda yung parang nature colors, ganyan yung mga like taupe, gray, and all that. Pero for example, if you have a pet with light-colored fur or white fur, tapos black ang floor mo, black ang carpet mo, of course,
Obviously,
kitang-kita siya.
yeah.
Right? And then if it's white naman, tapos dark yung color rin ng fur or the paw prints, it's very visible kasi pag sa light color. So, mga taupe, gray, light browns,
What's the
beiges.
uniform, Ingrid? Like, at the dog ranch, they're thinking.
Yeah, let's say we're going to create a uniform for the personnels. Anong maganda? Do we have to wear something like safari or
I was just
don't know?
Mga
Totoo.
prints, patterns. Pwede rin naman because that can help conceal the fur.
And
Kasi kung solid color and you can't expect naman na all of the colors of the pet sa ganitong day dadating ganun lang. So, yeah, I think patterns would really be nice. Hindi siya ganun kapansin.
Being a color analyst, did you and an image consultant as well? Kasi di ba kasama dyan yung pagbibihis. Did you also have to learn the texture, like the different types of cloths?
Yes.
Like ano ba tawag dyan? Yung,
Texture, the weight, fabric weight, the bulk of it also. Yan. Kasama
Sounds
siya.
like there's so many. Do you mean pati skin complexion? You have to study that.
Of course,
yeah.
that's part of the
Wow.
color analysis.
Yes, part of color.
Do certain fur colors or breeds look better with certain colors in photos or home designs?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Kaya nga, it's something that, like for example, you're the type of fur parent, you like taking photos of your dogs, gusto mo sinasama siya, may mga photo shoot. It would be helpful for you to know which colors look nice on your fur baby, just because at least ikaw yung bibili. Pero to be honest, yun nga, sa dog, wala siya sa dog or sa cat. Hindi important sa kanya yun.
Yeah,
it's mostly for the fur parent, for aesthetic.
Look at Coach.
I have a question. Kasi the hardest color to replicate in nature, at least for animals, is the color blue. Meron mga dog breeds na sinasabi, yung color niya blue, pero it doesn't really look blue. Okay? So, what do you do about that dog na parang, yeah, it's supposed to be blue, pero it's not really the blue that we know? Ano yung babagay sa kanila? If I'm going to accessorize them or
You mean
whatnot.
to no, I'm the way I'm understanding your question, the way that dog perceives blue kasi yun naman.
No. Parang the color of the dog itself is parang blue, pero hindi siya yung blue na blue eh. It's almost grayish blue
Oh my gosh,
Yung
I'm so
color.
colorblind.
ng dog.
So if it's a grayish kind of blue, that means it leans cooler. Yan, so mapupunta tayo sa cool and the warm colors. Yan, these are very basic things that at least a fur parent should know if you're buying accessories for your dog. And we talk about cool colors. These are the colors that have more blue, that have more purple, red, violet in them. So, ayun, ang cool colors. And then the warmer colors are, of course, what remind you of sunshine, fire. What are those colors, Tina?
Orange.
Yan, orange.
Kasi I had a black
Yellow.
Labrador.
Yes.
It usually, ang favorite kong color binibili sa kanya is red and then purple because it just really pops out because she is black.
The color pops out because black siya. Yeah, that would contrast.
Contrast ang tawag doon. Okay.
But it's contrast. But if you want it to, kunwari, to enhance the color. For example, si Pepper, what's the color of Pepper? Gray ba siya?
It's super dark gray. Oh,
Show a photo.
oo
Maybe
nga.
we show a photo.
Here is Pepper's photo. While
if you
I'm looking at 20,000 pictures of my dogs.
If you want to enhance Pepper's colors, for example, and gray, then you can just go along the spectrum of gray. Darker gray, light gray. Yan. So may konting ano din siya. There's a little bit of warmth also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Warm.
So you can take cues from the fur color of Pepper, and then you can just use accessories along that line as well, or you could go complementary.
Which is
Something that is, if we were gonna talk about the color wheel yon, so kunwari yung pagka-brown niya, is it more of a cooler brown?
what? Oh my gosh.
Ang dami, no? Kaya nga I have to show you
Cooler brown
my
ito ba?
tools.
Cooler brown.
That the brown is more of a warmer brown.
Warmer
nakahalo
brown.
sa kanya.
Okay. Mrs. C, is there one color na bagay sa lahat ng skin tones?
I would say that the safest one would be blue. Kaya lang kasi ang blue nga, there are...
Madaming, oo.
Yes. But blue is, I would say, like what you're wearing. Although it's much
light,
lighter,
oo.
washed out. But I think it's a blue that a lot of people can manage to wear. They can accessorize. Maybe if it's not the best blue for them, madali siyang gawa ng paraan.
Nag-google, how many shades of blues? How many shades of blues
So
are
many.
there? Blues
Because
are
if you
there.
add more purple to a blue or more red, it makes it cooler. You add in a bit more green and yellow, it makes it warmer.
What are there popular color trends for pet accessories and decor for this year that you know of?
From what I've seen, more of like yung eco-friendly, like something that's more along. Tinitignan ko yung sa notes ko para I don't get lost.
Oo.
Nature inspired. Yan, so
Okay.
mga soft sage green.
We sage.
Yes. Dusty rose, warm beige, terracotta.
Terracotta.
I don't even know what that is.
Terracotta is more like it's like an earthy red.
Oh, okay.
Red mixed with orange.
Sorry, you know what? It comes to dudes siguro. I don't know how your husbands can memorize these colors as well. Pero kasi pink is pink.
Yes,
It's not
I know.
fuchsia. We don't know what that is. It's pink.
Don't worry, for the guys, we simplify it in terms. You know, it's easier to grasp, no? Kasi nga
Okay.
parang it can sound so fancy, right, to the ear, but if it's not something that you can, parang it makes it so difficult for you to grasp colors. Yun. We just make it easier in terms of
Wow.
the terminology.
Ito pa. As a pet owner, Ingrid, for those of you just tuned in, it is 7:51 on Pets in the City. We have certified image consultant and color analyst, Miss Ingrid Nieto Pagulayan. Can pet owners coordinate their wardrobe colors with their pet's fur for better photos or bonding?
Definitely. Yes. Like I told you earlier.
Para sa akin talaga.
It's mostly for the pet owner. Yan nga, if you're taking videos, you take photos because you like to keep these as memories. Yun, it's nice na you coordinate it. Diba? Kasi ginagawa nga rin ni Heart yan eh. Diba?
By the way,
Hi, Ate Heart. Our good friend, Heart Evangelist.
client.
Hello.
totoo po ba na hindi bagay sa morena ang color red? Wala akong pake. Mrs. C, magre-red ako kahit kailan.
That is a misconception because they're just like the blues that we were talking about earlier. Reds also have different versions, different tints, different shades. There are cooler reds, there are warmer reds, and morenas, yes, can definitely wear red.
Hindi ko naman ko. Ano may cooler red? Magbigay ka na sa amin.
Ay, wait lang.
Yes, please.
Let me pull out some of my
The color wheel. Let's see the color wheel. How many colors does the wheel have?
I don't know. I look at Adobe Photoshop and there's a lot of colors.
Wait. I asked Google earlier. How many shades of blue? Holy crap! There are hundreds of shades of blue.
Kasi with different mixes yan eh. Diba? So yun na nga, if you mix in a little bit more green, you know what? If you're into art, if you mix colors, you would really appreciate this.
Wow. Okay, this is the first time
wait lang.
We're not gonna look at the photo, which is blue, black, or gold and white photo that
Oh my
broke the
gosh.
internet, right? I mean, that was
Ayan,
crazy.
oh.
Yung color palette pala, parang pupunta ka sa hardware. Diba?
Pintura.
Pintura talaga, oo.
Oh wow,
Just,
look at
yeah,
those.
just one of the palettes that I have. So
that's
here,
a cool, that's
no,
a
this
warmer.
is warm.
Okay,
That's
warm.
warm.
Very muted to. And you can see there are different, dito pa lang sa warm, ilang red na yan.
Yeah.
Different versions.
Wow.
You have a red, but this one has more of a brown percentage.
That looks maroon to me.
Diba? Mas may brown siya.
yeah,
So
okay.
this one naman,
Ooh.
I would say it's a red pero mas malaki yung percentage niya of orange.
Yeah, it's orangey.
Right? So it's warmer.
Okay, got it.
So
Alright.
this one is also warmer. So yeah, even yung morena eh. Ang morena may misconception din na they say, the morenas are only warm. No, morenas can be warm, cool, and neutral.
But okay, that's the misconception. But nowadays, do people still follow I mean,
Ano ba yung uso?
oo. Kasi, di ba, parang, okay, I consulted your services because I want to see what looks good on me.
Yes.
Sinusunod ba talaga ng mga clients mo? Or talagang may mga, kunyari, like you look at their wardrobe, like, okay, you have to get rid of that. Na ganun ka na.
For me, as an image consultant, of course, I studied this, went through all of the training and all that. I will give them the recommendations based on my expertise and of course my experience. But at the end of the day, I tell my client, it's still your choice. I just give you my recommendations. If you feel like this will make your life easier, and I tell them naman ano rin yung mga magiging effect in terms of their work, for example, or for their personal image, then they can take that. But essentially, yun na nga, after the session, if they still choose to follow what their heart desires, then okay lang. Pero yun nga, it's a good guide for you. At least hindi ka na lost, right? No, when you're going shopping, when you're putting on your makeup, even putting your clothes together, at least you know that you're putting something that's tasteful, that's something that complements and enhances your colors. Hindi ka na yung sometimes kasi no, when you don't really know what your colors how the colors work just yet. You just put on something and then you're wondering, why does this work? I select na, kunwari, for example, red nga. Why does this red work? And when I wear this other red, bakit parang
Bagay.
namumutla ako? Or parang there's something and I can't quite put my finger on it.
Coach. This part of your being a color analyst is makeup also, di ba?
Yes.
Oh, makeup din. Kasi di ba may times sa mukha tayo espasol dahil hindi bagay yung ganun, yung makeup sa atin.
Yeah.
Kasama yun sa work.
Yes.
niya.
Oh my goodness.
And even the hair color.
Oh,
Oh wow.
hair color.
Miss Ingrid, how do we get in touch of your services? Maybe the dog ranch will be needing it. We'll need your help because we need to improve the image of who we are.
No, speaking of that, have you ever helped design a space or a product line specifically for pets or pet lovers?
No.
Oh, first
That's unique.
Ayun na yan. You can experiment at the dog ranch.
first client.
And then let's work it out. Let's promote a new avenue for your services for pets.
Oh my
Diba?
gosh.
Because even our clients would probably be interested to improve how they look and the image. Maybe if you have a business, then it's important, diba?
Oo.
Like Steve Jobs just had a lot of consultants just to remember him how he looked, diba? Parang I've read the biography, so mahal ang binayad niya just to have that turtleneck. Oo nga. I read the biography, right? Pero maybe we need that for the dog ranch as well. So how do we get in touch with you, Miss Ingrid?
Well, yes, you can get in touch with me through my socials. That's Miss Ingrid Nieto on TikTok, Instagram, and also on Facebook. And they can also just visit my website, ingridnieto.com.
All right. We would love to have you back. This is a very interesting topic.
And we will bring one of our pets.
Yes, you have to try it on Pepper.
One
Yeah.
one advice that you want to leave for our listeners or to our listeners regarding I don't know, maybe like picking colors and what to
Image,
wear.
right.
Yeah, an image. Just, if you're new to exploring color, just have fun with it. You don't have to be pressured that, oh my goodness, everybody around me is getting their colors done. What if it's not a priority for you just yet? Then you can start in your wardrobe, you can start exploring and just really take note of those colors that number one, make you feel good. And the next, of course, you can also start observing, what do I look like in the mirror, for example, when I wear this color? And then you can also watch out for how people react to you in that color. Talagang experiment lang siya na parang sineset mo sa sarili mo for that day na, okay, I am not gonna take offense if, for example, they tell me, natulog ka ba? Parang may sakit ngayon. Now you can just take that, okay, maybe this
Kasi
color.
maputla, ganun.
Oo. Yeah. So, di ba, parang experimental period also for you. So,
I
yung mga
love
self-discovery.
I love this. We would probably really get in touch with you regarding our image. And because, wow, how time flies, Tina.
Yeah,
Bilis.
Yeah.
I know. Ingrid, thank
All
you
right.
so much
Miss
for
Ingrid,
stopping by.
who do you think will win in our dog face-off or dog-off? The Belgian Malinois or a German Shepherd if they're going to catch a criminal?
Oh my
Just,
God.
yeah, quick
Wild
answer.
guess,
Wild
wild
guess.
guess.
Wild guess. Okay.
There's a battle of the breeds.
Criminal to, ha?
Hinahabol nila yung criminal. So who's going to win in
Wild
catching?
guess.
I
Wild
would-
guess.
German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Shepherd.
The vote goes to German Shepherd. All right. So
Why?
on round 3, okay, of the
Wait,
dog
so the
off.
winner.
Ito na, ina-announce natin, okay? So in terms of physical control and takedown, okay, the German Shepherd would probably be able to do that a little bit better because they're heavy when it comes to the takedown. Pero syempre, mauuna pa rin yung Malinois, which was round 1. So what we did was run a simulation of 100 tries, okay, with our good friend ChatGPT about perimeter protection and criminal chase scenario. So out of 100 tries, the German Shepherd wins by 57 times and the Belgian Malinois wins by 43 times.
Wow.
So overall winner is the German
German
Shepherd.
Shepherd.
Pero this is a simulation. It's just a game that we play here at Pets in the City. So in real life, they work hand in hand. So you can't go wrong whether choosing a Belgian Malinois or a German Shepherd.
Yeah. Thank you, Coach. Ingrid, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll have a part 2.
Yes.
Thank you for your time again.
And we'll bring our dog.
Yes. Your socials again?
Yes, Miss Ingrid Nieto on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And you can visit my website, ingridnieto.com.
Follow me at Dog Coach Francis on all socials. So I will see you again next Monday.
I'll be back on Wednesday for Healthline. And hang on tight for the boys.
Magic 89.9.